for the purple moon. The sun is a ghostly galaxy just upon cloudy seas. The moon,
with a periodic luminous presence and an absolute eerie absence,
captures the lives of people of India. Beginning from the cradle to the coffin and beyond.
चंदा मामा दूर के पुली पकाए गुड़ के चंदा मामा दूर के पुली पकाए गुड़ के चंदा मामा.
To be or not to be. The moon, India's illusion, romance, reverencia and integrity. The moon is the first surprise gift to a child in India.
On a full moon night, a mother creates songs and rhymes early to call the moon as her brother. Moon brother. Mother calls out to her moon brother to share a bond with her baby. The child grows up to call this distant magical face as
Chanda Mama, oh pyare Chanda Mama. Chanda Mama, oh pyare Chanda Mama. Chanda Mama, oh pyare Chanda Mama. Chanda Mama, oh pyare Chanda Mama.
ओ प्यारे चंदा मामा तुम कितने सुंदर लगते हो गोल मटोल से तुम कितने रोशन लगते हो ओ प्यारे चंदा मामा तुम कितने सुंदर लगते हो गोल मटोल से तुम कितने रोशन लगते हो मेरा मन भी करता है मैं पास तुम्हारे आऊं मेरा मन भी करता है मैं पास तुम्हारे आऊं तुमसे सुनूं कहानियां कुछ अपनी बात बताओ चंदा मामा ओ प्यारे चंदा मामा.
On the contrary, the moon's true light is reflected on the woman's beauty. Poets fantasize her in poems and songs.
For the poets in Hindustani cinema, if the moon is the last resort, the first resort and the last resort.
चांद सी सूरत दी है.
The moon is the lifeline of the Hindu calendar.
this lunar calendar follows the 30 days orbiting around the earth. It is different from the Gregorian calendar. Let's look at this video to understand the difference.
Country of festivals, fasts, feasts and holidays. Indians love celebrating every little occasion. Most of the Hindu festivals are determined on phases of the moon.
The moon shines because it reflects the light from the sun. The part of the moon facing the sun is always lit up, and the part facing away from the sun is in darkness.
The lunar phase is the amount of moon we can see from the earth, depending upon how much it is lit up by the sun.
And this amount changes every day. As the moon makes its way around the earth, we see the bright parts of the moon's surface at different angles. These are called
Phases of the moon. How many phases of the moon are there? And what are they called? They are called phases of the moon.
Yes, and the phases are named after how much of the moon we can see and whether the amount visible is increasing or decreasing each day.
What are the names of these phases?
They are new moon, waxing crescent, first quarter, waxing gibbous, full, waning gibbous, last quarter, and waning crescent.
The new moon or no moon is known as Amavasya, the solemn day of prayers and piety. Mahalaya Amavasya is the most important for Hindus as they offer prayers to the ancestors at the river bank.
Gange cha yamune chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalesmin Sannidhim Kuru.
Gange cha yamune chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalesmin Sannidhim Kuru. Gange cha yamune chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalesmin Sannidhim Kuru.
Purnima is full moon day. Joy and celebration.
होली आई है देखो आज होली आई है साथ रंग लेके आई है सबको मस्ती सी छाई है होली आई है देखो आज होली आई है साथ रंग लेके आई है सबको मस्ती सी छाई है होली है.
More than 1,000 scientists, more than 1 billion people, one aspiration. To witness India's giant leap to the moon.
India's Chandrayaan brings the moon within reach of scientists world over. India's first mission to the moon, Chandrayaan 1, was launched on October 22nd, 2008. PSLV-C11 injected Chandrayaan 1 into a highly elliptical transfer orbit ETO measuring 250 by 22,000 kilometers. In the series of planned maneuvers, the orbit was raised in steps. The first event was that of LAM firing near the perigee, shifting the spacecraft to Earth-bound orbit EBN-1 of 300 by 37,000 kilometers. On the fourth day, Chandrayaan-1 was moved into EBN-2 of 336 by 74,000 kilometers. The next day, the spacecraft's orbit was raised to EBN-3 of 348 by 1,65,016 kilometers. On the 6th day after launch, Chandrayaan-1 was shifted to EBN-4 of 460 by 2,66,612 kilometers. After staying in this orbit for nearly 6 days, on November 3rd, 2008, the spacecraft was pushed into EBN-5 of 977 by 3,79,454 kilometers. It was for the first time that ISRO was stepping out of the Earth's orbit to explore the space beyond. Navigating into deep space for about 5 more days, the spacecraft entered the lunar sphere of influence on November 8, 2008. When the spacecraft was about 500 kilometers above the lunar surface, a very critical lunar orbit insertion maneuver was carried to place Chandrayaan-1 in the lunar polar orbit. On the 22nd day, first of its 11 payloads, Moon Impact Probe, MIP, was commissioned. On November 14, 2008, MIP acquired first images of the surface of the Moon ever taken by any Indian mission. The 35 kg MIP, with the colors of the Indian flag painted on it, touched down on the lunar surface at 8:31 p.m. IST. It is known to have landed in the South Pole Aitken Basin of the Moon. The data collected by MIP is being analyzed by scientists at Vikram Sarabhai Space Center, VSSC, Thiruvananthapuram, and Space Applications Center, SAC, Ahmedabad.
The full moon is rising. O moon, you rise in the sky, where no man lives and no man dies. You throw down your light on those down here on earth, where you wax and wane, where homes barren stand on battle terrain. O moon, sing him to sleep. Let man dream once more of peace, green fields and sunny shores. Moon, wash our littered earth. Smile upon the human race. Spin down your fantasies so man may have the courage to wake up in the morning and face its lovely realities.